Are all rights reserved. Commenter Nation, greatest nation since United Nations, stand up. Now, here's what I gotta say. Here's what I want to be known. As we're going through and we're looking at the evidence and different things divulge, we have to keep an open mind. It's very important because when we have cops and other things involved in a scenario where they're not getting along with the courts, this leads to information that needs deeper understanding. Now, again, there's other stuff behind the scenes we cannot yet discuss because of how it's enveloping. The different details that aren't really arising, aren't really telling the details that need to be told. And at this length, we need to understand that information is only going to be as limited to this factor as possible. At the same time, we have to know only certain entities are going to be able to confirm or deny these type of factors. That's the problem. That's the issue going on right now. And aside from that being the issue, we have other parties that are now trying to interact that is very questionable. Behind the scenes things going on are much deeper than people might even want to admit, than those in power might even want to attempt to understand. But that being the case, we're able to devise that there is a deeper motive. Now, we can't say without a shadow of a doubt they don't already know who the potential mastermind is. We can't say that their information isn't pristine at the fact they're not accepting any more outward information to bring in close to understanding what's happening. But here's what I want to say. As we begin to understand this information, I want everybody's mind to stay open and interaction to be very subtly and understanding. We're not going to be like the court system and like the investigators involved and interact a weird way. We want to keep everything cool. So chill with the accusations. This channel is objective. Stay objective. We're moving towards an answer. That's why I said hope is on the rise in my last picture. When you see a lot of erratic behavior going on, like these guys trying to deface the mural, get attention, don't think it's that simple. These are easier known situations used to cover up when truth is starting to become a factor. These are easily known instances where we see that someone's going to be exposed. And when I say this, I mean deeper motives and other activities and just overall factors that are being excused as a reason why people interact this way. It's much deeper than that. Here's my thing. A lot of people are mentioning superstars too. Don't worry. If these were factors, it's going to come out. We don't have to do anything a certain way to have these factors come out. We just need to stay patient and stay focused on things moving a certain way irregardless. I know that I have a lot of women that watch. I want you guys to not argue as much and basically share information and interact. Instead of arguing, look to interact. Hashtag interact. Come on. It's 2019. We ain't got time for the drama. You could feel how you want to feel about each other, but the bottom line is that there needs to be some form of justice. The only way to get the justice it is you speak of is by people to share information and work as a unit to devise things and see things a certain way. We can all put out there what we think. We can all have our opinion about each other, but that has nothing to do with the information. Shout to the moderator that sent me that video that was made. That's fine. That doesn't define who I am. It doesn't define who we are. It's going to be people like this that do things because they're there as a distraction. But that is why they have no traction in what they do. That is why they have no stance or power behind what they're trying to devise. Now, you know, Czar has interacted with many people, networked with many different things. Trust me, if I really want to come for somebody, I could go for them. But with great power comes great responsibility. I don't mean to sound like a superhero movie, but I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. We have great responsibility in how we deliver information, how we interact with each other, how I speak to you, how you speak to me, what we speak about, how we speak about it. All of this is very pertinent to the situation at hand. We don't just go out and accuse people because money's involved. Because even if we want to say, you know what, this person's money hungry, this happened a certain way, doesn't mean it happened the exact way you said. Remember, love, envy, revenge. One of the three key things that I wanted to put out is envy. You got to understand how envy works. Envy's a little deeper. You see, envy can work in jealousy, and envy can work in a way where envious nature helps someone to incredibly motivate a different spirit and mindset to become greater. It is up to you, your responsibility, and how you use it to attribute your success. But that is just it. That's the level of success you achieve in which you allow your envy to hold you back, or the responsibility and the revenge to be done a certain way instead of utilizing it in an outward way to harm someone else's progression for your own gain versus you getting revenge with success. Success is the best revenge. Everybody knows this. So with that said, let's look at this love angle. What was the love? The question is, was love real? Did someone really love or really have any type of feeling of caring, any type of feeling of respect, that enough that they would not participate in certain actions? Or did they see their envy and then their chance for revenge as more vital towards having respect for what it was they could or could not have done? These are all factors that cannot be overlooked. You can't stand on them, and you can't replace it. These are three things you can't replace. A person's choices are going to be leveraged around these three, and that's why I brought them up. And this is how, if anybody was in a position of power to investigate, if they're not thinking this way, they're never investigating right. Matter of fact, they're always getting lucky because they can't build a motive. They can't put together a picture beyond that of which is introduced. They have to learn to grow beyond what they allow to be the tools they utilize to succeed in whatever facade that they're using it to succeed in. Listen, I'm not trying to be up here and be a motivational speaker. As a commenter, you can say what you want. But when you come for me, you ruin your purpose from the jump. When you try to target people who really want justice and have always been showing this movement, you make yourself fraud. That's the bottom line. I know you're fraud, but you make yourself more fraud. Because if anybody knows anything, we're the ones who dealt with the drama of these people coming up saying things. We're the ones who behind the scenes had back and forths with people who you don't even show your face. They don't even know what you look like. They don't know what you look like. So they don't even know who to go at. And that's where your bravery ends. If you can't show yourself, but you can talk, who taught you? Who taught you to move like that? Who taught you to move like that? That's how I could tell you off the rip. Your survivability in media, your survivability and credibility ends. Because we, us, you can say that all you want, but you need someone to show, someone to be seen handling business. Are you that dumb? Are you dumb? In my Queen's Flip voice, I know. Are you dumb? You must be. You must be. So I don't want to hear you talk about you're enlightened and you're that dumb to think you even pose a chance when you can't show yourself, when you do media. Come on now. Come on. You're adults. You're adults. Step your game up. Step your game up. If you want to come for somebody, come for it. If you want to try and explain something away, explain it away. But do it with evidence. Don't do it off of a person. Don't be mad at my response. So these courts and law have some rift in between them that has not yet been disclosed. I'm currently trying to figure out what it is, but there is a disagreement of some sort between two very powerful, prominent parties in this high-profile case. That it is. We want to know the reason for the falling out. And after a while, if I get a chance, I'm going to step back up and let you guys know there has been another falling out prior to the most recent falling out, dealing with a separate entity. And the names of the people, I will have them shortly. But currently, it is confirming my theory stronger than ever. I just want to put that out there. So don't think hope is lost. Hope is on the rise. Actually, it's to a point where The pictures I never wanted confirmed are beginning to be confirmed. It's actually to the point I'm starting to see what the mastermind theory truly meant. And I'm starting to see who gains the most out of the demise of this young superstar. Don't ever think that hope is lost, especially when it has to do with going for justice, especially when it has to do with utilizing the tools that were given to us by our forefathers to succeed in a country we call America. Don't ever get it confused. Don't ever get it messed up. Just because a few may use these tools to their evil device, justice is always around the corner. All rights reserved.